with us today. Now, as we heard there from President Biden, just saying he's got no plans to talk with President Putin. Do you think talking now might actually be a good idea?
I can't think of any reason why it would not be a good idea. In fact, we need a lot more. And what we really need, especially here, is a tutorial on the history of what this is all about. Because I am shocked at the number of people that I meet who are seemingly relatively intelligent, educated, who have not the slightest idea of what we're even talking about. But what they are getting from mainstream media, sock puppet media in particular, is that Putin is evil. And that the motivation for this is some kind of weird, kind of a psychotic evilness and to recreate the Soviet Union. And you know what? That's enough. Now, I have a theory. I don't know what you call it where you are, but in here we have these people called Karens. And they're able to become angry at the drop of a hat if you're not wearing a mask, if you're coughing, anything that goes wrong. Whether it's on an airplane, we are being conditioned to overreact to everything. And this, the Ukraine situation, is no exception. They have no idea. And what's also fascinating to me, and I must share this with you, is when I ask people, why is it that we or other countries can invade? Well, it's not invading, it was entering. Okay, well, is Putin entering? No, he's invading. Is it a partial invasion? Well, I don't know. Is he occupying? Well, it's a partial occupying. And there's all these little dissection of the words. And I'm a lawyer, and I love to parse words. But when it comes to Grenada, when it comes to the Falkland Islands, or Vietnam, or Iraq, or Afghanistan, we don't need justifying from anybody. We don't have to explain to anybody. Who matters? Who cares who's killed? We're right and they're wrong. But when it comes to this, people have it in their mind based upon this relentless, and by the way, let me remind you, 5 years plus of this Russophobic, anti-Russia rhetoric from collusion to elections. They jump into lockstep, almost out of a Pavlovian obeisance, for reasons they have no idea. None. That's where we are right now.
In terms of the response as well, Biden said the US and its allies are taking steps to limit Russia's ability to do business in foreign currency, and other sanctions, of course, still to come, or very likely to come. How serious of a blow will that be for Russia and its economy?
Well, it depends. I think when somebody says sanctions, but a couple of things I noticed today. Did you notice when somebody brought up India? And he said, well, we'll get back with you on that one. Now, the last time I checked, when it came to BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, we have Russia, India, maybe or China. This is a very important group here, and it was not an answer of I don't know. It was I'd rather not discuss that right now. So, are these sanctions? Are they serious? Well, they must be. They're called sanctions. But let me also add something which I must tell you. Here, we absolutely have this thing about white supremacy. Whenever anybody mentions white supremacy or Nazis, even though they're not, people will just stand in lockstep. Almost in a parade says, yes, we have to stop this because Trump is a racist and a Nazi. Everybody's a Nazi. Well, if you look at what we're talking about here, and I'm not saying they're Nazis, but this is as close to white supremacists as, the Azov battalions and others that are alleged. And you would think that this woke left contingent here would say, well, count me in. You never told me about that. Real right-wing extremists? Yes. It doesn't matter because, I'm sorry to say this, they couldn't find Ukraine, Donbass, on a map, on a globe. This has nothing to do with the specifics here.
We are running out of time, Lionel. That's all we've got time for today. But thanks very much for your time. We do appreciate it, sir. Lionel, legal and media analyst.
Thank you.